Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and we are back with some leather accessories for the iPhone 16 Pro. We've got some cases and also some MagSafe wallets here from Lumazi, so let's take a look. Okay guys, so Lumazi is a brand that I haven't ever heard of, so when they reached out for me to check out some of their leather accessories, I had to say yes, because some of the more independent, lesser known companies do some really great high quality leather cases for the iPhone, but they're just not well known like your bigger brands like Spigen and some other options that we've got here available. So here we've got two iPhone 16 Pro cases and also the MagSafe wallets, both made of a nice full grain leather. So starting off then here with the turquoise color option. Now they do have 6 different color options available, and you've got your standard colorways like the black leather and also the tan sienna leather that we've got here as well, along with some other color variants, so you're bound to find one that you really like. Price wise, they're pretty reasonable. Full value, you're looking around $78. However, at the moment, I'm not sure how long this is going to last. They're down to around $55, which is kind of in line with some other leather accessories for the iPhone 16 Pro. So you've got some nice Lumazi branding on the back there with their lion logo, which I kind of actually quite like. And then you've got the camera cutout side of things, and the leather goes right the way into the back of the case. You don't have any sort of metal or plastic camera ring around the camera housing, which does mean the leather is going to be touched in the back very often when you put it backside down. But then again, it looks really nice. You've got that same leather coming right up to the buttons on the side here with the volume up and down, and also the action button, and then the power button on the other side looking exactly the same. And then unfortunately you do have a pill shaped cutout. Nothing's going to be covered on this side of things here, and it may be a little bit deep in regards to accessing that camera control. Now, one thing that is different to some other leather cases we've checked out here on the channel is the bottom cutout. It's just going to be a completely U-shaped cutout here, so no individual cutouts for the USB-C or speaker side of things. But in general guys, this case feels amazing. It feels really good, and also it just smells great. All of these nice leather accessories, they've got a really nice overall look and feel to them, and this case is no exception. On the inside of the case, you do have that really nice felt lining so it doesn't scratch the back of your device. The MagSafe ring, I can't see any downward alignment magnet there, but I'm pretty sure it's still there. But again, down the bottom, you've got the Lumazi branding again, and just in general, I think the case itself just looks really nice. Now, obviously, the tan leather option is probably my preferred leather case option for the iPhone 16 Pro. I just think that it's got a nice overall classy look to it, although some of the other color options that we'll take a look at in just a moment also look great. Now, in regards to the overall fit, just really quickly, because we're going to look at the turquoise one in just a second, the fit looks and feels great here. It's a very nice fit overall. All of the buttons are easy to access, the volume up and down, the power button, the action button, all of the buttons are really nice and tactile and clicky. You've got a pretty good lay on the table design here overall, and just in general, I think it looks really nice here with the white titanium model that I've got. Now, with all cases, the easiest way to get it off is to put your thumb right in the center of all the 3 cameras on the back, push from the bottom, pull it from the top, and then you're all good and ready to go. But yeah, the sienna colorway is really nice, but one thing that I really like is this super bright blue / green turquoise color that they've got here. It's pretty unusual to see a leather option case here in this sort of colorway, so I just think that in general it looks really nice, and even the two together look pretty good, and we'll see exactly how that's going to fare when we get onto the MagSafe side of things with the leather wallet accessories. Now, one thing that I have just noticed though is the camera control side of things. The leather bit or the bridge section here around the pill-shaped cutout is maybe a little bit flimsy and a little bit loose. I'm hoping that's not really going to cause too much issues once it's actually on the device itself, but definitely something to keep in mind that you've got a slight weak point there. But again, it feels super nice with that full grain leather, and again, this color option is one of the best that I've seen. Now we're going a bit more in depth with the overall case and the fit side of things here. One thing that I would say is each individual corner snaps in really nicely. As you can see here, I've left this last corner out, but once you snap it down, it's got a nice satisfying click to it. This is one of the best fitting cases that I've tried, especially being a full leather case here for the iPhone 16 Pro. I just think it looks, feels, and the overall fit side of things is one of the best out there. So again, taking a quick look around the camera housing on the back side of things just here, you can see you've got a pretty good lip around the back side to protect the camera. Now obviously, if you are going to be placing it backside down, it does mean that the leather is going to be on whatever surface you're going to be placing it down onto. But again, the whole point of a leather case for me is it aging and wearing over time and giving it that really unique patina. Now, continuing to look around the case here, you do have the metal buttons on the side here. Now they are all going to be completely black buttons, no sort of color match option here. But in terms of the overall clickiness and the super tactile feel, they feel really good. Volume up and down, and also the action button side of things is really responsive, feels really good, and that also goes the same with the power button side of things here as well. Super easy to get to, and also double click to access Apple Wallet, for example, is no issue at all. And then of course we get to the cutout on the bottom, which gives you full access to the USB-C and speaker side of things. Now, some people may prefer a sort of holy look down the bottom here, but actually this larger cutout means that pretty much every accessory you want to use, you're going to be able to, no problem at all. And I think it still looks kind of nice, but hopefully just don't drop it on that particular section. Now you can, however, drop it face side down if you want to, because you've got a pretty high lay on the table lip around the front of the device here. You can see it goes all around the edge, meaning if you place it face side down, the front glass is fully going to be protected, and it's also going to work really well with a ton of screen protectors. And then we get onto the camera control side of things, and straight away I can tell that this is a pretty deep cutout here for the camera control button, which isn't maybe the best thing because, again, getting access to this, pressing it and doing all those light intricate presses, you kind of want to have it super easy to access. Now for me, I've got a double tap set up to access the camera control, which completely works fine because, again, stabbing in there is completely no issue. But again, some more of those more finicky, tiny movements that you need actually to use the camera control is maybe not the easiest with this button because, again, of how recessed it is, it's kind of hard to show on camera here. But again, you do have a bit of a cutout and a dimple on the back there, so it's not necessarily as deep as it could have been, but overall I think it looks pretty darn good. And truth be told, not that it should make too much of a difference case wise, I don't really use the camera control all that much on the 16 Pro. Now, one great thing that I forgot to mention about these cases is they are all completely handmade. It's also got premium full grain leather sourced from Europe and also North America, so in regards to the overall product, how it feels, how it looks, you've got some really nice quality here, even at that higher price tag of around $78. Now, next up then we have the MagSafe leather wallet. Now again, this one full retail is around $49, however at the moment you can get it for around $34. Now for some reason this one has slightly different branding on the front here with this nice gold accent compared to the black. Personally, I do prefer the black on black packaging side of things, but I think the gold one is the older package from maybe the iPhone 15 Pro, and this is the newer packaging that we've got here. Now it's still going to be available in all of the same colours that I mentioned beforehand, but it's only going to be available in 5 out of the 6, no Mediterranean blue unfortunately. But for me, I've got it in the same turquoise and sienna that I've got the cases in, just so we can have a nice color match. And also if we don't color match, I think the sienna with the turquoise is going to be really nice together. Now this is going to use the same full grain leather from Europe and North America that we find on the cases, again being handmade. Now it does also say on the website that it can store up to 3 different cards. However, for me, I've only really been able to use sort of 1 or 2 cards maximum, sometimes even just the 1 card. Now don't get me wrong, it will loosen up over time being that full grain leather, but in regards to the overall usage from day 1, yeah, maybe 1, maximum 2 cards, which is a little bit disappointing considering some other leather wallets can do maybe 3 or 4 different cards, but then again it still keeps a very slim profile. And again, unlike some other MagSafe wallets, you can't see any of the magnets on the back side of things here, but of course they're definitely going to be there. Now you do also have the same Lumazi branding on the back of the wallet side of things here, so that when you put it on the back of your case, it doesn't cover up the logo, it still shines through, again showing off that more premium brand that you've got here. So first off then, we've got this sienna color here, and again putting it with the turquoise case, it looks super nice. Magnet wise, it also feels pretty strong, it aligns really nicely. Obviously I mentioned before that I couldn't see a downward alignment magnet on the case side of things, but it is definitely there, and this wallet isn't really going anywhere. These are some super strong MagSafe magnets. Now of course if I'm a little bit rougher with it and move it from left to right quickly, then yes, okay, it does come off, but you can also feel the alignment side of things when you place it directly in the center side of things. And again, I think this overall colorway here with this blue and this really nice tan leather looks really nice together, and also like I mentioned beforehand, has a super slim profile to it. And to be honest guys, I really just like the overall handmade feel that these have. It's also not a super shiny leather like you can sometimes get, it's got a bit more of a matte finish to it, so overall I think it looks really nice. Now also the turquoise on turquoise color option here looks pretty good as well. It's a super bright in your face color. I don't really think the camera side of things does it much justice here, but the actual turquoise colorway here is extremely bright. Now one thing that I would say is the sienna or the tan leather option, it isn't as color matched as I would like it to be. It's slightly different here, with the case being a bit more orange and then the leather wallet being slightly more brown side of things here. But again, once you put the two together, it looks really nice here as well. And again, you've got that alignment with the MagSafe side of things for the wallet on the back of the case. Now obviously price wise, at full value you're looking about $130 for both the case and the wallet combined, and I actually think that for the craftsmanship and what you're getting here, it's actually pretty reasonable considering the full leather option. But that's going to do it guys for this video on the Lumazi iPhone 16 Pro and also the MagSafe full leather wallet. Now I'm super happy that this company did reach out, because it now opens me up to a brand new brand that does some really high quality leather products that personally I didn't know about. So hopefully this opens your eyes to some of the other options that are over there, and not just the bigger companies that you can get some of these cases from. Even if these smaller manufacturers, yeah okay, a little bit less known, but they still do some super high quality accessories for the iPhone and also some other devices. But as always, let me know in the comment section down below if you're using any leather accessories on any of your devices at the moment, or just in general what case you're using and where you got it from. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and if you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. And of course, once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on the notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.